Today we are interviewing Nadine Sanders Taylor. Today's date is August 12, 2022. The interview in which you're about to participate is part of the Wood County Historical Commission's project to record the history of the common schools of Wood County, Texas. The content of this interview will focus on your experience at Gunther. What year were you born?
33.
What are your parents' names?
Boy,
Maisie, Hass, Sanders.
and then he's got Joseph William Sanders. Joseph William Sanders.
If it makes you feel any better, this isn't even on.
Oh,
you're good.
okay.
Yeah.
What was your father's occupation? What did he do for a living?
Farmer.
Later in life, he went to farming and logging.
He was farming when I went.
Yeah,
When I left, he was farming.
but he logged too when I was a child.
Do you know how the school got its name, Gunther?
No, I don't know.
How did you get to school each day?
Walked.
Do you remember about how far?
Oh, shoot. Good ways. Not just around the...
Mile,
Oh, yeah, it'd be probably 2 miles.
probably 2
Every
miles.
day, uh-huh.
Did you walk down a road or was it through a pasture?
Pasture and then a road. Pasture to road.
Did you have siblings that went with you?
I don't walk.
Did you have any friends that walked with you?
No.
She did walk her cousin TJ Hass
Well, no, that's...
for a little while.
Yeah, but that's his... No, I'd already moved. I was already moved when he was still up on the other hill when I moved.
Did he go to Gunther?
Mm-hmm.
TJ?
He was going to Gunther, and I was... had to go down there to...
So you could walk him to school?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
a whole week I had to stay with him. A whole week.
So you could walk
while
him to
they...
And where was your school located?
On Route 2. That's all I know. It'd be Route 2, Alba.
Off 17 now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you were doing 17 then.
Well, I know, but
When you walked down the road, what kind of road was it?
Oh, just a
Was it gravel?
no, it was just dirt.
muddy when it rained.
Uh-huh.
And so how did you get to school if it rained or it was snowing?
I walked.
Did the school have a lunchroom?
Mm-hmm. But it's mostly she just used to go ahead and use the, everybody have their desk at the desk, is what we did.
You didn't have are you sure you had a lunchroom? You didn't have a
No,
lunchroom?
No, we did not have a washroom. That was a desk that
No lunchroom. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So
You ate at your desk.
Did they fix lunch and then you just ate at your desk?
no,
You brought your lunch?
you had to take your food.
Okay.
You had to take your lunch.
And what did you bring?
Oh, I usually, what I cared, my mama made me a what was it? I forgot the name of it.
What was in it?
Sugar pie, kind of a sugar pie thing she made for me all the time, nearly all the time, and then biscuit and
A lot of kids took leftover breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well,
a
I did.
biscuit with
When the bit hurt, I did like eggs or stuff like that, so I had to have
She didn't eat eggs.
But she always had she called it sugar pie. Sugar pie. She took it on top of the stove.
Mm-hmm.
I had that every time, and I talked with this other girl with her about hers, and we switched every time.
Oh, so you had a girl that you ate lunch with, and y'all would
Yeah,
switch
that's how-
lunches? Okay.
Oh, you just usually, in the summer, you just went outside and then you sit and you eat.
Yeah.
It's just whatever.
Did the school have an auditorium?
Yes, it did. It was auditorium. It's half. The half of it was, they had the big old shoes that, doors that closed in. Okay, that other half was auditorium, and then our side was the school.
Do you remember, did school start about 8 o'clock in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and go till about 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Did you ever have to miss school to work at home or in the field?
No, I didn't.
Do you remember any of your teachers?
I knew that there. I can't think, but my first teacher was Miss Jewel. It was Jewel Leonard and what was her? Jewel Leonard, wasn't it?
That's,
She
that
wasn't.
was your second teacher you had.
She wasn't the first teacher to. She got married after she married. But she was just still Miss Jewel.
Do you remember how many grades went to your school?
8th.
8th. Was it in one room?
Started at the primer too. We started at primer and went to the 8th.
6 years old. She was 6 when she started school.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever pull any tricks on your teachers?
No, I did. No, I did. Not her.
That's what everybody said.
Not her.
They gave me this question to ask, and I'm telling them, nobody ever did, because people knew you had to behave.
The funny thing she was telling me a while ago about the first teacher was that he just let them go out in the woods and play, and he just didn't do a
Teach.
whole lot for them.
This was the first teacher. First teacher was that. The first one was the
Was a man.
was a man, and he had the 1 year, and then I had the lady. The first one we didn't. We just had a lot of
A lot of free time.
Yeah, a lot of food, none of just everything. He liked to go to the woods with the kids, the boys, and do things. And his sister, his his wife would come stay with the rest of us, But he went that, and then we'd go up on the river there, we'd go fishing. All of us, I just take all these kids and dump them and go out fishing every time. Here, little me, 2 years old, all over, no, nothing. We just out there, and
No supervision?
no
Well,
system.
kids like that. It may not be what's best, but kids
We
like
did
that.
that fine, and but he was good. You liked him though. We really liked him, and but he was there that 1 year.
Was there a playground?
Outside.
Did it have a swing set?
Think so.
Did it have a seesaw
Might have been. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it might have been.
or a merry-go-round?
I don't think no way.
So what did you do at recess?
Well, how about Red Rover?
Okay.
We did that nearly every time. Nearly. Lord, that's the reason I guess I don't know what it is. But we did. Every one of us would help out doing that. But sometimes they just the boys do theirs, the girls do theirs.
Okay. Did you have a party or a play or anything at Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Were you in the play?
Both. Everybody had it something. They're gonna have something in it.
Did you celebrate the end of the school year?
I don't think so.
You didn't have a party at the end of the
Some schools had a stew.
I don't think so. I think it was just grab your stuff and go.
Ready for summer.
Yes.
wa- was there a PTA or anything for parents?
Mm-mm. No, none of that.
If you got hurt at school, who took care of you?
Just the teacher. That was it.
What was discipline like? Did some kids get a whipping?
Same teacher. The teacher. She
Did you get spankings or stand in the corner or?
did spanking, spin in the corner, just everything. Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite subject? What did you like to study?
Probably the reading. I like to never learn to read.
When you brought your lunch, did you bring it in a paper sack?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long did you go to Gunther? What was your last grade?
I went to the fourth grade from Christmas on. We got,
So you started Gunner when you were 6 years old, and then what grade were you in when you had to go to Salem?
okay, had, I made 6. I don't want to count my times.
Was it fourth grade that you started going to Salem?
No. We'd be in the third grade.
Third grade?
Third.
Okay, so
Okay,
you went from 6 years old to the third grade, maybe
The
4 years.
7th. When I went to no, it was probably the 4th. Okay,
grade, okay.
See, we got to have that change in there. I didn't get no second grade. I got a third grade. I went first. I went first. Then I got the first. Then got that, and we got the half. We got half of them.
So then you went to Salem.
Yeah. Then I had to go to
And
Salem
how long did you go to school at Salem?
till the 7th grade.
And then after the 7th grade, where did you go to school?
Alba. Alba do.
Is that where you graduated from? And what year was that?
Boy, what, 50, 51?
I don't know that one. I don't know the answer.
51, I think it's 51.
Okay. Well, I just have one more question. And what would you like for people to remember about Gunther and that little community?
Oh, they liked it. They really did like the school, and then the school would be used for like churches go in and have their churches and everything like that. It really,
It was a nice community.
a real nice community. And the teacher was she was real nice, She was not, she struck. She struck.
Strict.
She stuck when he just,
Yeah.
okay, she struck them. Okay, well, when she stroked everything, and everything was just fine. Just everything.
Well, we appreciate your time today in helping us save the story of Gunther and those people and times. You're helping us preserve these stories of Wood County in this important
Oh,
chapter.
you want to know about my little my little what's his name?
TJ?
TJ, who's my okay. I had just barely had moved down to the other side, and he was still living at the other place, and he had to have I stayed with them so I could walk to school with him. Okay, we went to walk to school one day, and muddy, oh gosh, it was muddy. And we got to they call it the, what do they call it?
The road?
No, it's
Four-way.
the what? And we stopped, and then he said, oh my gosh, get out of the way, here comes a car. And we got over the side of the car, and I said, "Dude, here." I said, "Don't say." And they come up and cranked the car. He cranked his car. He just stopped the door and he says, "You want to go to school?" She said, "Yes." That first thing he said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, we can't get her, can't go, we can't get in the car." And
They were told not to get in the car with strangers.
he said, "Well, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty and I'm cold." Tears are falling. And I said, I said, "Well, all right." I crawled in that car, and knowing that I didn't know where that car was going to stop at the church, the school or not, I thought, "Oh my God, we're not going to be." But we walked in, and you could tell it was him. It was him. We just had to have pictures, but it was
What was
Ernest
his
Tubb.
name?
Ernest Tubb. He had his hat on and his guitar. And he just took us out, and he just talked and she talked to DJ, and we get there, and he said, "Okay, you're here. Open the door." I said, "All right, thank you." And Paul,
What a neat story.
TJ was telling everybody y'all got to ride
oh
to
Lord,
school.
you run to. Oh my gosh, we drove. He drove to the church to the school with us today. I said, "Oh my goodness."
She does have a funny story. She had her
But
grandfather.
it was a long time. Where he at is a long ways to the road, to the bridge. You get down to the bridge, and then you have to go up another long bridge. It was really cold, cold. It was, but I just said, "Oh God, I hope we're going to stop. I hope he's going to stop." That's what I was.
Her grandfather nicknamed all the grandkids, and her nickname was Toad.
Yes.
And everybody had a middle name, but Mom didn't have a middle name. It's just Nadine. That's it. And she said, I guess, I don't know, it was first grade or whatever. All the big kids and everybody are in the same room, and she.
I was on the board. Everybody writing their name on the board.
So everybody had a middle name. So Mom thought, well, so what was your middle name?
Toad.
She wrote Nadine Toad. She said, and all the boys were just dying laughing.
I got it.
That's what they called her.
I wrote it out, knowing just everything's just fine. And all the low, oh my gosh, the whole place is just dying with laughter. Oh my gosh, you never heard such. I turned around and looked at them. Why are y'all so laughing? Oh, Toad. I said, "Oh my God." I just.
Well, a lot of times back then, they just thought that the girl's maiden name would become her middle name when she got married. That's what
No.
my grandmother said. Because
No,
she and her
everybody.
sisters didn't.
We lost.
Everybody in her family has a middle name.
We
but her.
had, yeah, we had two, 4 times. I was there 4 years. 4 years. I mean, the times where we had 2 dads to die. We had a.
2 students today?
One was he was probably second, something like that. And one Sunday at home, getting on the ladder. No, not a ladder. It's the saddle on a battle. It wasn't good. And when he got on it, it just.
Crushed him?
I got him right away.
Was he on a pile of wood?
Okay, he was the first one that died. You went back to Sunday and the Monday, and he said he died. Well, we didn't know it, you know what. And I said, "Oh goodness!" And then did another daughter, another son had a son. His sister, All right, then. So his brother. Okay, she had a little brother, little sister that brought stood with her every day. I don't know. He did it the whole time. I don't know what, but he drove her home, and we went home and we went to church the next night, and we went to. She had put her in a wagon, and he did put the wagon into what when. They just, they always just dropped the tray because they didn't go nowhere. But they somewhere or other, they took off with her in that slippy, and it slipped.
Oh, that's
it
where
slipped.
the little girl was in the back of the wagon, and the horses
And it slipped with her
got
from
spooked,
side
and they
to
took
side
off
to
with her,
side,
and her
and
hit damaged her head real bad.
and it took her 4 days to die, and that was really, really bad, and. And the others I shoot. But we got over that one too. We got over that one, and we got another one after
You've
that.
done so good, Nadine.
You have. You have. This has been so great. It's an honor to hear your story because it's important, and we don't want to lose that chapter. And so we're just trying to save this, and you're an important part. And we just thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.